royalty-free one, so I better turn it off. Because otherwise what happens is they just turn around and mute your live because you have some music on in the background. So I have to be careful with that. So we just get to listen to the birds instead, which is a beautiful thing to listen to. Good morning. It's so weird, the differences in the two of these. Okay, I think that's okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm just doing some sharing on TikTok. So bear with me for a minute. Good morning. When I'm sharing, I have to remember the next person that gets that I have to share it out to, because you do them on TikTok 59 times. Byron, hello, my love. We're going to do an energy thing today. So today's Transformation Thursday. So we'll definitely be looking at cards. We'll do a collective check-in and see how things are going energetically. But today we're going to do, I'm going to take you through a process today. There. Hello, Angelique. Nice to see you. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds like a great morning. You know what? I feel like, Byron, you are, for the most part, game for anything that I'm going to throw at you. And I appreciate that about you. All right. So our Master of Light that's accompanying us today is Oshun, and she has the message, hi Zane, she has the message, I love myself. So our affirmation for today, and in order to activate the power of Oshun, we're going to say that affirmation 3 times. So I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. Okay, so that's your activation. We'll say this again, I'll show it again. And for those of you that are new, if you are on my YouTube channel and you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button or add a comment, because, you know, that helps me. That helps me, and we can help each other, which is beautiful. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good morning, Wounds to Wisdom. How are you, my love? I'm going to keep that card open so that we can keep our mind on the fact that that is our message of today. I love myself. It starts with you. I mean, there is concepts when we're talking about the way the thing is that there is only you. There really is only you. You can look at the whole connection, like that we're all connected. So what I do to me, I do to you. I do for you. What I do for me, I do for you. When I am beautiful and I love myself, like when I'm beautifully applying this principle to myself and loving myself, by giving to myself, I give to the world, right? So it's just, that's the way that it goes. So I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Oshun's bringing a beautiful message today. We're going to do some, as I was saying a little bit earlier, we're going to do some, we're going to do an energy check-in with the cards to see where we are collectively speaking, energetically speaking. And then we're going to do an energy thing, because today is Transformation Thursday, which means we always bring some energy in that can be considered to be transformational for you. Sometimes I do healing, sometimes I do activations, I do all kinds of things. But today I'm going to take you through a process, and the beautiful thing about this process is if I teach you how to do it, you can do it anytime, and then I've just empowered you to move forward with a skill set, or with at least one particular thing that's going to help you out. Trump all the way? Sure, if that's how you feel. I'm a Sagittarius, and as a Sagittarius, I'm right wing, left wing, same bird. So that's just the way that I work on it. I see from an observatory space, and I'm more in the space of I'd rather create my reality from my space, and anything else that's going on outside of that is just entertainment. All of it is entertainment. What am I being, how am I being entertained today? What am I choosing to ingest for my entertainment in the realm of possibilities? Am I ingesting news because I think that's entertaining? I hope not. Am I ingesting all this stuff that media is pumping out? Because I hope not for that too. Anyway, we try to keep it fairly non-political here, although I do talk about things beyond the veil and try to bring some clarity to people. That's way too many cards. Way too many. How are you doing, Nisi? And Truth Wave. If you're not following Truth Wave, please do. He's on my YouTube, but he also shows up on TikTok occasionally. So make sure that you're following Truth Wave and join the Truth Wave. Make sure that you're, having a healthy meditation practice. And this is a great way to do that because there's a consistency. Truth Wave goes live 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern, or 9 Central, or 8 Mountain. I think that's how it goes. I don't know. But if you stick with 10 Eastern and 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern, and you just put your time zone in around that, you'll be able to figure it out. Good morning, Rhoda. How are you? We're just getting some cards out. I'm actually pulling out a few different cards, and then I'm going to read them all at once. And then we're going to do, like I said, this big energy thing. Aw, that's beautiful. All right, so I got some messages from I did the energy. I've got Father Sky. We'll get Mother Earth in here, and the shaman. So we'll get some guidance from the shaman. Ooh, Mother Gaia is right on it. How are you with Mother Gaia? What are you doing with our great mother? Right? How are you? Oh, like I said, wow, she is on it this morning. That energy from Mother Gaia is beautiful. Hi, Lily Love. Thank you for the roses. Even the shadows, the shadow realm is like, let's give you guys some hard messages. I'm kidding. It's not a hard message. It's actually beautiful. All the messages are beautiful. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We got some good messages here, guys. I might even end up throwing a couple of tarot cards in the mix just to get some clarifiers. But let's see what we have, what we're working with. So this is the collective, and when I do the collective pull, that means that anybody that's watching it now or who will watch it in the future, that this could be a potential message of relevance or resonance to you. But unlike many people who might just, tell you it has to be one way or another, I'm going to tell you to just discern for yourself. Sit with it. Does it feel like it aligns with you? Does it feel like it sit with it in your body, and how does it feel for you? How does it line up for you? Don't just take a blanket, yeah, that's mine, just because she's saying it is. Make sure that you listening to yourself as to whether or not it makes sense. All right, so the first energy that came out is the wish upon a star. And I know a lot of us, we have seeded these wishes or manifestations, and we're putting them out into the world. And some of us are like really focused on it, right? We wish upon the star, but typically what you do when you wish upon a star is you think about what you want, and it's no different than seeding your wish in one of those little dandelion puffs. Hi, Stay Happy, and hi, Sherry, with those dandelion puffs, and you seed the wish, you put it all, the energy in there, and then you just blow it out and you let it go off the wind, and what comes back, comes back. The wishing upon a star is the same thing. We look up to the stars and we wish, I've done that. First star I see tonight, wish I may, wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight, right? And you seed that wish into that star, and then you surrender to it, and how it comes back to you is how it comes back to you. And that's a really big part of manifestation, is being in alignment, right? So are you in alignment with the manifestation that you are bringing to you? For some of us, we have a distorted viewpoint of ourselves, or how we show up in society, or what is our worth, or what are we going to receive, and all of that. So if you're in your mind, I want $1 million, I want $1 million, but you can't actually see yourself having $1 million, then you're not going to be able to bring that into fruition, because it's in a disalignment with you, or misalignment with you. So you have to, when you're seeding your wish and you're putting it out there and you're sending that energy with your wish, you have to have the reasonable expectation that it's going to be returned to you. And if not, then you have to look at, where am I out of alignment? Is it a worth thing? Do I somehow think that I don't deserve what I'm trying to manifest at the end of the day? Or do I have some underlying limiting beliefs that are blocking me? Do I think that I have to be a good girl, but money is the root of all evil, and those two things don't come together like that? I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. Have you had contact from her? What was one of the things that your mom, what was one of the things that your mom loved? Like, what was one of her favorite things? Favorite color, Did she have a favorite pastime or a favorite hobby? Were there things that she, like, what was her favorite things, Sherry? Oh, this gives me an opportunity to have hot tea. Crocheting? Oh, that's beautiful. I crochet as well. That's really cool. And the reason why is because it's interesting that I saw your comment about your mom passing away 5 months ago, and then the card that I was just about ready to pick up is the card that says Close Encounters. Okay, this beautiful little card. And that's why I wanted to get you thinking about your mom and the things that she likes, because there might have been a message within that card that came up. So close encounters, what I'm getting from the card, and it's for for all of us. Can you feel beyond just your physical body? Can you feel into the space around you and recognize that you are connected to the ether? The ether is everything in the spaces between us, and it's really a fine, like obviously you can't see it, but it's such a fine thread of golden light that weaves everything together. And that's the divine matrix. And that's why we are all connected. And what I do to me affects you is through that divine matrix, that beautiful golden thread that weaves everything together. And this isn't just weaving together from this lifetime, it's weaving together from other lifetimes, and it's weaving together from other dimensions and other timelines. It's weaving together a very complicated mixture of things that your mind really has a hard time comprehending. But at the end of the day, if you think about that, this golden web of this golden thread winds all of this together. It's everything in between the space that's here is actually just fine golden thread. And that's the ether, or the God source, or the source energy. And we're inherently connected to that and connected to everything through it. And your mom can connect to you through it, just like other beings can connect to us. And we can receive messages from our spirit guides. We can connect to our past lives. We can connect to future lives. We can connect to other people across a distance, right? Like I can connect to you, you can connect to me, even though we're really far way away, right? So what happened there, right? Right? Because that to me seems that there's a lot that needs to be worked on, right? And I could give you insight and say, yeah, I see that, within 5 years potentially that you're going to have a reunion with your family. But the thing is what is it that's the block, right? You find it hard to stick to your manifestation. Why? Why, Craig? What about your manifestation do you not feel is in alignment with you? What do you think, what part of your manifestation do you not believe is yours? Or is it just a patience thing? Or is it that you expect it at a certain time, and when it doesn't arrive by that certain time, then you determine that it's not meant for you, or that you're doing something wrong, so you start to change the things that you're doing because you think that's the thing, and then, but it's not the thing. The thing is the patience at the very end of the day. You just have to wait. Patience is a virtue. The other thing is, and I'm going to say this from my space, right? I've manifested a lot of things in my life. I've had all these things that I wanted to manifest. And sometimes I don't get what I want. I get what I need. And sometimes I'm like, well, my manifestation didn't work out, and that sucks. I wanted $1 million, and here I am, not with $1 million. And you're like, well, that sucks. But what ends up happening is not that the manifestation didn't work out. It's just it didn't work out on your time frame, and it isn't finished yet. So maybe if we were like, I'm going to manifest, say I'm manifesting $1 million. We'll just stick with that because it's what I started with. So I'm manifesting in $100 or $1 million, and I don't see it coming in. And year after year, I'm not seeing this coming in, and I'm like, man, why is it not coming in? Like, I guess I'm not meant to have that. Well, maybe you're not meant to have it at that time, because if I had have gotten $1 million 10 years ago, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, more than likely, right? It would have taken me on a completely different trajectory. So there's a lot of times when what we don't give is actually our blessing. when we don't get what we think we want, that's our blessing, because what we end up doing in the growth process to get there is what we needed, right? I needed to learn certain things to get where I needed to go. And when I make my millions, if that's something that's of value to me, when I make my millions, it's going to be applied in a much different way now because of who I am, because of the growth that I had to go through while I was busy tracing those manifestations and wondering why they weren't here. Right? So that's the part of it, is that growth part. So we've also got exposed and revealed coming out as an energy. So close encounters, we've got, what are some of the close encounters that we're talking about now? We've got UAPs, and we've got all kinds of things in the skies, right? We've got all this stuff going on in the skies. We've got, people talking about entities or other energies like that. So we're seeing all of these close encounters. We're seeing these connections with people. Then we're seeing exposed and revealed. Information is starting to be revealed. Truths are starting to come out. We're starting to see the veil fall. We're starting to see that governments, we're starting to see the truth that's going on. We're starting to see what's going on in Hollywood. We're starting to see, the truth or the sham. We're seeing the what's it called? The charade. We're seeing the charade that's before us for what it is. So more of these truths are going to start coming to light. More of these things, more people are going to be being exposed, because as the light grows, the shadow gets revealed. So we're revealing the shadow. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's see. We're going to go with what our shamans are asking or saying to us. So the three cards from the shaman is the lay of the land. So this is about ancestors. This is about your ancestral wisdom, connecting to the past, and connecting. This isn't just like, well, how did my grandma make cookies? This isn't the type of ancestral information that we're talking about. We're talking about the ancestral information of how do you do energy healing? How do you channel? How do you connect to your guides? How do you, it's on a big level, this ancestral knowledge. How do you make these herbs and tinctures, and how do you communicate with the magical energies that are around us? How do we connect with animals and plants and life in general? How do we become stewards for the earth? How do we see each other from a divine space? How do we pick up those old patterns and old history, things that we used to do before we became industrialized, or before we became consumers of more, right? When we were actually a part of the land and inherit with and part of that. And hello, Darren. Hello, Queen Bee, and hi, Space. So that's a big one. We've also got closing doors. So there's a lot of doors that are closing right now, and this is about completion. We're in a 9 year, so there will be a lot of completion going on this year. So we're going to see a lot of things come to the end, or see things finishing out. This is where we get to see the final chapter, right? There's a completion energy that comes with the number 9, and we're starting to see that, which means we're getting closer, right? And then we've got the crossing, and the crossing is about initiation, and we are being initiated. Some of us are going to be initiated by the good old bathwater technique. It is going to be just a dunking of water, because as the light continues to grow and grow and grow, the darker shadows or the lower shadow frequencies can't stand that level of light. So it's going to get burned out of them at a really rapid rate. So unlike us, who we came to the table and we sat down and we said, hi, shadow, I see you. And I'm going to have this conversation and delve deep into it. And I'm going to work through my shadow and see it for what it is. And I'm going to learn to accept and love my shadow and myself. And I'm going to recognize that that shadow was the biggest gift that I was given, because it's through the shadow that I grow, I evolve, I get stronger, I become who I am underneath all the layers of, subterfuge and lies and, masks that I've been wearing because of society, or that we've been wearing. So our shadow work, doing your shadow work, is really powerful. But what's going to happen for a lot of people is their shadow is just going to be revealed to them very quickly. And you get to make that choice. Are you going to continue going towards the light, towards moving through it, or are you going to succumb to it? So there is going to be this initiation period that's happening. Okay, so we got Mother Gaia, and we've got Father Sky messages. So Mother Gaia, she was really, really hopping this morning with the cards just flying out. So what does Mother Gaia have to say for us today? Well, one, she gave us the card of Sophia. So Sophia is about the divine plan. This is about wisdom and intelligence. When we're talking about that ancestral wisdom, right? And I think it's kind of interesting because I did 3 cards each. And the way that this lines up is we've got wishing upon a star, which is where our ancestors are. We've got our ancestral knowledge. So grounding between Mother Earth and Father Sky with that wisdom that comes from both pieces, right? And knowing that we belong to both. We have cosmic origins and we have earthly origins. And both of those histories and wisdoms are things that we're meant to bring back to the world. Then we've got this beautiful card from Mother Gaia talking about that, about the divine plan, about wisdom, about intelligence within and destiny. This is a big time, and we can feel it. You can feel it collectively, whether you are standing bathing in the light and you're trying to bring the new earth and seed it in the world, or if you're fully embraced and enjoying the darkness and you're, enjoying the show. It doesn't matter which space that you're in. We all have a part to play. We're all playing a role. And just as I said, I need my shadow, we need the darkness. Because without the darkness, the light would never get stronger, because why would you work for it? Like, I'm sorry, if there wasn't something at the end of it, why would you do the work? Right? If you could just go and have fun and, just not even think about nothing, not worry about nothing, just do whatever you want, whatever you could completely imagine, you could go do it. Doesn't matter. If you wanted to go out and, I'm trying to think of not doing something like really terrible, but like if you wanted to go out and steal from a store, like if it was that kind of a world where it just didn't matter, there was no morals or ethics, there was no integrity, there was no whatever, you could just do whatever you wanted and have fun. Some people, that's exactly what they want. They want to enjoy life from that aspect of not looking at the consequences or not looking at those things, and that's fine. Those people that do that give you something to look at and go, that's not what I want, that's not what aligns with me. And also they give us something to work against, for us to work against our shadows so that we can overcome and move towards the light. And there's the collective darkness as well as our internal shadow. She's also brought out the trust the seasons. So far in this stack in Trust the Seasons, we've got those close encounters, which I'm seeing as whether we're getting more communication from the spiritual realm, or we're getting more communication from, like entities. And by entities, we could look at ETs or whatever with the whole drones, and we talking about this whole contact, right? Like full disclosure and contact and all of that has been a big thing in the news and on the air and all over social media. So this is the close encounters that it's talking about. But that closing doors, that means that something is going to be closing. And I feel like it's really a paradigm shift, right? Like it's really a paradigm shift. What kind of wish are you? I don't know. Trusting the seasons, right? So this is just trusting the cycles, embrace the change, trust the cycles of life, know that this is a transition and that you're growing through it, right? When we meet those challenges, just how can I overcome this? Or what is this teaching me? What is this experience or this lesson teaching me? And how can I evolve beyond that? So the last card that we have from Mother Gaia is this card here, which is about healing the mother line. So in that exposed and the line of cards so far that has the exposed and revealed, where those truths are coming out, and we're really starting to, some of us will feel very naked right now because it's going to feel like they've shone a light into our darkest spaces. This crossing, this initiation that we're going through, it can be an easy initiation, or like I said, it can feel more like you're being baptized in a bathtub, or you're getting something done against your will. Nothing is against your will. We all have free choice. You have free choice to embrace the light, and you have full choice to embrace the dark. Your choice. And you experience your life based on what you're choosing. The last thing is the healing the mother line from this one, right? So healing the mother line, this is doing that ancestral work. This is healing. We need to heal the matriarch. We need to heal the divine feminine energy, because for a long time we've been operating underneath not a healthy masculine energy, but a toxic masculine energy, because they have distorted things rather than acknowledge from the beginning that every single thing has masculine and feminine energy in it. It's just an inherent polarity that we exist within. And when I'm operating in a business mindset and I am being very productive and I am being very financial, then I'm working through a masculine energetic area. When I'm being very nurturing and being intuitive, then I'm sitting there in that beautiful feminine energy, right? I'm sitting in that space of feminine energy. We all can do that. A dad that's holding his baby is operating underneath the feminine. The mom that's out there just kicking butt at work, she's operating in her masculine, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? There does not have to be this concept of, you woman, you operate in this space here alone. You must be subservient, you must be at home taking care of your kids and your house, and you've got to be in a very feminine, which we've constructed, viewpoint. Or even for the man, you have to be out there kicking it. You have to be out there just doing it and doing it. You have to be, fighting, and you got to be strong, and you got to be whatever, right? Like, you got to do all of those things. So we need to heal that divine feminine for the masculine and for the feminine. We need to actually heal both masculine and feminine so that we can be within that space of the healthy masculine, which is about empowerment, not power. It's about leadership through the empowerment of others, not leadership through the space of I am authority and you will give me respect regardless. Those are two different streams, right? The true divine masculine energy is about bringing out the best in you to elevate you to your next level, because we all rise together. If I collectively make the people around me strong, that elevates the entire collective, and that byproduct would elevate me. So there's that ancestral work that we need to be doing, and some of us didn't, so it's going to be a little bit harsher. All right, so what we've got from Father Sky, we've got the beautiful violet flame. And I almost feel like that one needs to be sitting on the last stack where we're doing with all the initiation and exposure and stuff. But there's radical transformation, and we need to be burning off those energies. We need to be working through releasing karma. And there's going to be some radical transformations that we're going to go through. The Holy Grail came out as well. So the Holy Grail is this inner discovery, right? There's the whole concept of God isn't outside of us, God is within us. Like, you go within to reach God and to have that relationship. You could go to a church, you could go to outside and pray at the temple of nature. It doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, the relationship is within. The relationship that you have with your higher power or with the higher power is done within. So it's about finding sacredness within you, finding that relationship within there, and recognizing that you are what you seek. This is something that I've been working through for a long time for myself, because I inherently have been grown in an environment where, as a woman, I need to be finding my Prince Charming. You read, you get all your storybooks when you're a little girl, and you're reading Snow White, and you're reading all of those things. So then you go through your traumas, and you learn all your things like, I'm not worthy, and I'm not good enough, and I'm going to be abandoned, and I'm going to be hurt. And so you're running around seeking outside of yourself, filling up all of those places that you feel vacant. So feeling like you're unworthy, well, I'll go get a person, and that person will make me feel worthy. Well, I don't feel like I'm good enough. I'll go get a person. They'll make me feel good enough. Well, I feel like I'm going to be abandoned. Well, I'll go get a person, and that'll make me feel like I'm not going to be abandoned. But then in the end, you end up lining yourself with people who are not in alignment with you, so they're going to do the very thing that you were hoping that they weren't. They're going to, in some way, give you evidence that you're not good enough. But it's not that you're not good enough. You're just not in alignment with them, or you're not at an equal level. So we do that, or we line ourselves in relationships that aren't meant for us, and then we do break up, and we feel abandoned, and then we feel not good enough, and we go through that cycle. So I went through a whole time where I wore a ring on my finger, and I said I was in a relationship with myself. And I was not going to take the ring off and start dating until I was no longer seeking something. It was after I stopped looking and seeking outside of me that I took the ring off. And did that mean that I stepped into a beautiful, healthy relationship right away? Nah, but that's okay. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm glad you got over on this side. It seems to be okay for everybody else. Nobody said anything. Although I will say, you guys are being very naughty on TikTok. Very naughty. I've been on here for over half an hour and 430 likes. You guys are not tapping. You guys are not tapping. And not for me. Sorry, my mom's going to give me a kiss. My mom's leaving. Will I see you before you go?
Before I go to the hospital?
Yeah. Just 1 second.
Probably. I'll probably stop tomorrow morning.
Stop before you leave.
Because I have to clean up my purse and leave some stuff here. So
Yeah, so, okay, I just want to make sure.
yeah.
You've been busy. Good girl.
I got you more tea.
Thank you.
I didn't know if you needed it, but I got you more tea.
Love you.
And I got you chips.
I love you. Drive safely.
I will.
Okay, that was weird. Sorry. My mom's just getting ready to leave. She's going to my brother's house for the night, and then after that she has surgery tomorrow. I just wanted to make sure she's going to be here before she went for surgery so I could see her, because if not, I'd have to pause the live for a second and give her some love before she left. Alrighty, our last card before we get into doing this energy thing that I'm going to take you through, and this is going to teach you a very beautiful energy practice that you can use at any point in time. Okay, so it's going to be beautiful. So the last card that came out is the angelic frequency, and the angelic frequency is just reminding you that angels are here. So I really feel like these ones, I'm going to switch them around. They just have to be the opposite way, because I'm pretty sure the angel frequency is for this one. We've got the wishing upon a star. We have our the ancestor connection. We have our connection to the divine wisdom and the angelic frequency. So this beautiful angelic frequency, you are safe. There's potent connections. And if you're not feeling the connections, then why aren't you? And that could be, people could be like, well, that's just silly. Why am I not? I don't know why I'm not. You're not because you're not sitting and doing it, right? Like at the end of the day, people want the magic pill. They want someone to come along with a wand and go bippity boppity boop, and you're fully activated. And there you go. Now you have psychic gifts and you have all of these things. But the universe doesn't work that way. The universe isn't just going to gift you all of these gifts if you aren't in a space to receive them, where you would receive them and honor them and value them. And also, the universe never gives any one of us those gifts. People will look at me and go, oh, well, you seem to see things really well, or you seem to have really great intuition, or you have all of these gifts and speaking light language or whatever. But I didn't just get gifted them. They weren't just dropped on me in my lap and I went, activated. I get this from my meditation. I get this because I do connect to the spirits that are out there. I get this because I do the work. I get it because I do the work, right? And it's the same thing. And my one dear friend and I talk about this, and it's like, you know, they want the gifts, but if you knew what we had to do to get to where we are, the work that we put in, the effort that we put in, the times that we sat in silence, the time that we, you know, delved into the darkness, whatever the thing is, the books that we've read, the courses that we've taken, the things that we've done, right? That's the way that it is. Yay, my mods. I love you guys. Right? So what are you doing? Are you practicing it? So if you are told by, you know, a guru, you know what, if you want to be like me, you have to meditate. You have to meditate. I'm not telling you that you have to meditate for hours. I'm just telling you how to meditate. If you went and saw a trauma healer, which if you went and saw me for trauma, I'd say you got to breathe. You've got to breathe. You've got to breathe. The first step to trauma healing, you got to learn to breathe. Right? Because the breath is your brake. The breath is your life, and it's also the brake that you have in your nervous system. It's the one thing that you have control of that will allow you to change your blood pressure, change your pulse, bring your temperature down. It does so many beautiful things, but it's literally a brake on your nervous system when you slow down and you is applying the brake, right? Aww. They were really pushing, they were really messing with you, were they? Right? So if you're in grade 1, it's essential. In my grade 1 class, and we're going to have some changes with that, we've got this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing of the School of Light, and we have amazing people that are a part of this journey that we're doing within the School of Light, and some other things are going to change within it and the dynamics of it. So stay tuned for that, but it is a beautiful, beautiful school. The journey from shadow to illumination is what the School of Light is about. And there will be so many awesome things that we're going to learn within that school. We're already learning awesome things, aren't we? Hello, Elaine Enchanted. I love the Enchanted. Okay, so we got everybody here who wants to partake in this. Okay, we've got everybody. I called you in. I said, come on in and have a seat. So, you know, you can think of yourself, we're all just sitting in the room. We're sitting, and I'm sitting cross-legged. I'm on a floor. And so we're all just sitting here in this room, and we're going to go through this process. And I want you to follow along with me in the process. I got to move this thing because it's annoying me. It was just a bit. And I'm going to do this. No, hang on. Sorry, guys. Okay. We're pretty good. Okay. So, I'm not going to put music on because I don't want to spend the time trying to get a royalty-free thing for the music. But we're just going to get yourself in a comfortable space. Make sure that you can put your phone down because I just want you to focus. I don't want you to be sitting there holding onto your phone. I can't see you, so just sit it on the table and just connect into this space, okay? So we're going to do this beautiful energy thing, and I just want you to be present for it, right? That's your present to you and your present to me as I take you through this. Okay, so we're just going to close our eyes first. The first thing is just to shut out some of that external stimuli. And right now, I just want you to start slowing and deepening your breath. So we're going to take that nice slow breath in all the way down to your tummy, like into the base of your tummy, all the way up into the chest and then out. And this is your break. And see how I did that? I mean, you might not have because you had your eyes closed. But when I put my air in and I was pushing out, I actually put my hands like this to kind of, as I push slowly, to feel like I have a brake and I'm pushing the brake on my nervous system. Okay, so you can do that visually, breathing in and then pushing out with your hands. But try to keep your eyes closed, even though I just told you to look. So just keep your eyes closed. All right. So we're going to take another breath in like that, nice and deep, all the way down into your tummy, up to your chest. Pause for that little second and then push that brake. And as we're pushing that brake, we're pushing out all that stuck, stagnant energy that's no good for us, that's not serving us. We're just getting rid of all the yuck, right? So another breath in. And then out with a big push. We're going to take another breath in. This is the third big breath in. You can keep doing it, but I'm only going to demonstrate 3. So nice big breath in. And the break. So now I want you to connect into Mother Gaia and Father Sky. So in order to do this, when we're connecting to Mother Gaia, we're going to see a root system extend from our bottom. This root system is going to send out a whole bunch of little roots, and they're going to spread far and wide. They're going to connect into that beautiful mycelium network. But like a tree, you have a main taproot, and that main taproot is going to go down really, really deep into the center of the earth. And when it gets to the center of the earth, it's going to be met with this beautiful crystalline heart that is the heart of Mother Gaia. And you're going to wrap that taproot cord around Mother Gaia and just tug on it a little bit to make sure that you're firmly rooted in.
I missed you.
Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to connect to Father Sky. Once you're fully grounded into Mother Gaia, we're going to connect to Father Sky. So the way that we're going to do this is the opposite, in that we're going to send a cord out from the crown chakra, so the top of your head. So we're going to send that beautiful cord up through the top of our head, and know that you don't need to know in logic where God is. The cord's going to find Prime Creator. It's going to find the source of all creation. And what it usually does is it'll go through your soul star chakra about 6 to 12 inches above your head and connect right into Father Sky or Prime Creator. You can call God whatever name you want to use for it. And once you have it connected in, now you're in this beautiful space being held between Mother Gaia and Father Sky. The beautiful thing is that now you're also a channel. And what you're going to do is open up that channel to Father Sky and allow this beautiful golden white energy to stream in through your head and filling up your entire body and your entire auric field. So about a 9-foot circumference around you starts to fill up with this beautiful light that you're pouring into yourself. The other thing is as it goes through your entire field, it gets down to that root chakra and it keeps going. It goes through those roots and it spreads out through that mycelium network and it connects to all the life that is on Mother Gaia. And it goes all the way down the tap root and it connects and it starts to give healing, loving energy to Mother Gaia through her heart. So she'll be able to even send that out more, radiating it and pulsing it around the world. Now, this is just the beginning. Now we're connected. We're connected in this beautiful space. We're clearing our field from any stale, stagnant energy that doesn't serve us. And now we're going to kick it up a bit. This is the energy practice that I want to take you through even more. So what I want you to see is sitting above you and above all of us, in fact, this beautiful golden sun. And this golden sun is not a far distant object like the sun in our sky. This golden sun is sitting right above us all, so close that if I stood up, I could probably touch it. This magnificent golden orb is filled with divine light. And this beautiful golden orb, which is like a sun, is going to open up and start pouring this golden liquid down upon you. And as that golden liquid pours down upon you, it's cleansing, radiating, purifying energy. This massive golden field continues to form, and it's connecting all of us to this beautiful harmonic frequency of love and unity. And I just want you to know that right now, while we're sitting within this space where that golden orb is so big and connecting all of us, and it's pouring that golden light into us, which is also going into Mother Gaia, it's further seeding this connection of love and unity. So we're filling ourselves full of it, and by that connection that we have through our root system, it's allowing that transfer to go down into Mother Gaia as well. Right? We are supported and we are infinitely loved. So as we allow this energy to pour through us, I just want you to see the energy also expanding. I want you to see it expanding from beyond that 6 to 9 foot radius of your auric field, and I want you to see it going out into your living room and your kitchen and your bedrooms and your bathroom and all through your house. You're just flooding your entire environment in this beautiful golden light. It keeps growing beyond your house. It keeps growing beyond your town that you live in. And as each one of us allows this to grow, you can see, if you could capture the earth in your eye in front of you, this golden globe glowing around you, you see these little golden spots peeking up all over the world and expanding, and they start to touch one another until this golden network appears around the world of all of our beautiful golden spheres that we've sent out in this ever expanding way, start to connect into one another. So me in Ontario, I maybe am connecting down into the States, into New York and Virginia, and I'm spreading it out into Manitoba and into Quebec and reaching it up into the Arctic Circle. And you're doing the same thing. I have friends in Alberta who are reaching their light out into BC, connecting with friends in BC who are sending their light down into, the States and into Oregon and down into Arizona and all over the place. And it's winding around the earth. We have people from the UK and other places in the world whose lights are lighting up and spreading out and connecting to ours. And we're being surrounded in this beautiful golden, immersed in it, in this golden energy. This is going all around. It's touching everybody. It's touching everybody who needs to feel that they are unified, to feel loved, to know that they are a part of this collective. So they're feeling that. So today we're sending out love and unity, and we're sending out that wave of letting everyone know that we are connected, we are one, and that they are never alone, even if they feel that. And people will be picking up love from just the ether around them today because of that golden energy that we've spread around the world. So we're going to take this big breath in, and I'm going to send this affirmation out over everybody that's here, everybody that's watching today, and everybody that's going to watch at any point in time. I want you to know that this is your truth. So this is applied to you. I am the living expression of light. I am filled with joy, love, and divine grace. This energy stays with me, flows through me, and expands in all that I do. And know that's your truth. So now that we've sent this wave and we've connected and unified, and we've sent all this love around, we're going to slowly start to bring ourselves back into our bodies, connecting to our physical space. You can remove the energetic cords from Mother Gaia and from Father Sky, bringing all your energy back, and just feel it coming back, that golden energy. You're always full. The network stays, that golden network that we've just created of connection is there, that unified, that love that we've sent around is still there. But you're just pulling yourself, your awareness, your consciousness back to you, back to your body. And when you're ready, you can start to move your fingers and your toes, and maybe even wiggle a little bit side to side. And once you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back. Divine rising, guys. Divine rising. So that's something that you can do every day. It's something that you can do every day. Sit in that golden light and send the light out to the world and connect to other people and connect to their light, right? And we can send out that love and unity so that it's just available. It's available for whoever needs it, whenever they need it. And if you want to get in on a big wave of that, then you need to join the Truth Wave. And the Truth Wave is an energy meditation that is done at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern. I'd give you the other time zones, but you know, you can look it up. You can look up your time zone with the 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. In Eastern time zone and convert it to your time zone. And it's on YouTube. And it's a very powerful meditation practice that we're doing. So you can come and join that, or you can come and join me back here at another time as well. Okay. Then that's our energy day today. So you got your energy check-in. We did some energy. Aw, Lola, so happy that I could do that. I'm just going to send you just a bit more. Beautiful. Love you guys. Alrighty, so today's a quick day. What else do we want to do? What else do we want to do? We got our energy, we got our other stuff. Good, Nikki. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. I'm glad that that helped you out. You can do that anytime we want. Anytime we want, we can dip into that energy. We can send that energy out, right? You find that as you go through your spiritual practice and your journey, you find out that it's really within, right? Good. I sent you a big hug. That's what I did. I sent you a hug energy. If I was a superhero, I'd be Captain Hug. No, I'm just kidding. I meant to say if I was a Care Bear, I'd be Sir Hug or Princess Hugs-a-Lots or something like that. Fairy Hugs-a-Lots. That's what I'd be. I'd be a little Care Bear that had little fairy wings, and my big thing would be like sending out light and love and giving hugs. That would be my Care Bear avatar. You want a hug? Group hug. They are underrated. They are underrated. When I actually, in my whole manifestation of my divine partner, one of the things that I think of, that I like the idea of the most is the hugs. It seems so small, but it's those little moments. It's so weird, like how those little things, right? Like having just that someone that reaches out and touches your hand in a moment, passing in the kitchen, right? Just walking by each other and there's that little connection, right? Or you're doing the dishes and your partner comes up and like kisses you on the side of, or whatever, or they grab a towel and jump in. You know, a song comes on the radio and you do a little dance, right? Like, or whatever, those little tiny things, those little things that are punctuation points throughout the day. Those are the things that we need to be focusing on. Those are the special moments, right? Those are the things. Yeah. But you can give yourself a hug. We do that on Truth Wave every day. We do the hug, and it's like, so if you want, that's another reason to join the Truth Wave, is to do that. Let's just do this. What I'm going to do for a little bit here, up till just before the hour. If you want to, you want your own affirmation from the Masters of Light and see what Masters of Light is here for you today. I'll pull cards for people. Right? Mother Mary says, yes, let's do this. Okay. All right. Rhoda's one. Rhoda, let's see what Rhoda's, and everyone can have a Master of Light. Okay. Couldn't pick it up. My fingers were like, no. Okay. Rhoda, you got Lord Lanto, and his message or your affirmation for today is, I invoke the wisdom from my heart. I invoke the wisdom from my heart. I invoke the wisdom from my heart. All right, Lola. What's Lola's Master of Light for today? I think a Master of Light for Lola. Oh, Lakshmi, I am pure abundance is your manifestation or your affirmation. I am pure abundance. I am pure abundance. Who else wants a master? Nobody? 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 Now we're getting all of them. Nikki? Okay, perfect. Nikki. What is Nikki's Master of Light for today, Spirit? Can I get a good Master of Light card for Nikki? I'll give her a good affirmation. Ooh. Ooh, Lord Zoroaster. Lord Zoroaster's affirmation is, I awaken the fire of my heart. I awaken the fire of my heart. I awaken the fire of my heart. Flory. Isis. I honor the goddess within. I honor the goddess within. I honor the goddess within. Anybody else for a Master of Light? You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, my love. Well, if everybody's got all their cards and everybody's got everything that they wanted and we did our beautiful, I think everybody's just basking in their golden glow and they just, that's it. So, you know what? Go bask in your golden glow. Go take off for the day. Go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. I have 8 on both sides, 8 and 8. So that's pretty good. Byron's eating and protecting. He's doing a beautiful job. He's a beautiful guardian of light for sure. So yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Well, I love you guys. I'm going to head off then. I'm going to head off and I'm going to enjoy a half an hour before I have school. But for those of you that are in the School of Light, grade 1 starts at noon Eastern, and I will see you there. For those of you that aren't part of the School of Light, you should be. But if not, you should just come and check out some of the stuff that I have to offer. Elizabeth, I was like, why doesn't nobody want cards? I've never been so surprised. Would you like one, Zane? You can have the card, Zane. Elizabeth. Ooh, Jwal. Cool. I am in harmonious balance with all the universe. I am in harmonious balance with all the universe. I am in harmonious balance with all the universe. I was like, I'm surprised Elizabeth didn't want one. You didn't want to. Rhoda, no. No greedies. No, you can. Yes, Rhoda. What does Rhoda need today? Whoa. Mother Mary. She came out earlier. No. Mother Mary. Mother Mary, her message is, I connect to the wisdom of the Great Mother. I connect to the wisdom of the Great Mother, Rhoda. I connect to the wisdom of the Great Mother. Zane. Kathumi. Kathumi for Zane. I open myself to the source of all that is. Hi, Dee. I open myself to the source of all that is. I open myself to the source of all that is. How beautiful. All right, so anyone else want a Master of Light card? And if not, if you don't want your master, you don't want to know who your master is today, that's okay. You be your master. But Gandhi. Gandhi. I am the change that I seek in the world. I am the change that I seek in this world. I am the change that I seek in this world. All right, spiritual love. Sanat Kumara. Guide my souls to the ancient scrolls. Guide my soul to the ancient scrolls. Guide my soul to the ancient scrolls. Yeah. Right? How are you doing? I hope that you're pouring into your cup and filling it up. Oh, I got to do a puzzle, guys. Hang on. TikTok makes me do my puzzles. There. Good. Good. Alrighty. I love you guys. I do. I think did anybody else want a card? Because then once nobody's asking for it, then I'm nice. Nice. Anybody? I appreciate you too. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a wave of hugs around, wave of hugs. All right, so if you want a hug, just dip in and I'll send a hug to you. Did you like it? Did you like your hug? Did it feel good? I appreciate you too. Appreciate you too. All right, I love you guys. Go have a beautiful day. Go have a beautiful day. Go enjoy yourselves. Whatever you do, do it from the space of love, right? And whenever something happens, what would love do in this situation? Or how can I do whatever here in the most loving way? Okay, and just allow yourself to operate from that window. But I love you guys, and for those that are in the school, I'll see you in about half an hour. Love you. Have a beautiful day.